Airstrikes and rioting in Israel and Gaza have now fueled growing fears that the violence could spiral into a full-scale war. According to the Israeli army, more than 1,000 rockets have been launched by Hamas targeting cities in Israel, most of which they say fell short and landed within Gaza.
Israeli families taking care in order to go inside those security zones and stay safe.
Israel carried out hundreds of airstrikes in Gaza. Israel said that its warplanes targeted and killed several of Hamas's intelligence leaders and that other strikes hit Hamas offices, homes of Hamas leaders, and rocket launch sites. People searched through debris in Gaza after an Israeli airstrike destroyed a 12-story building. Hamas said the tower block had been a residential building. AFP reporters say that it housed several Hamas officials. Israeli defense forces say that they launched their largest strike across the Gaza Strip since the 2014 conflict. The Israeli army also released a video showing what they report as a strike on the house of a high-ranking Hamas operative, Saleh Daman. They say the house was used to store weapons for Hamas. Of Lod as violence between Israeli forces and Palestinian militants intensified. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited Lod and said that Israel must act against those who inflict violence. Meanwhile, the Israeli president, for his part, compared the clashes in Lod to a pogrom.
כל מי שפועל כדי לפגוע באזרחי ישראל ובמדינת ישראל צריך לפעול נגדו. מציתים רכוש, מציתים מכוניות, שורפים בתי כנסת, מראות שאנחנו לא יכולים לקבל אותם. שום מדינה מתוקנת, במיוחד לא המדינה שלנו. עם
בלוד והפרעות ברחבי ישראל על ידי המון ערבי מוסת עד כמעט צמאון דם, שפוגע בחיי אדם, ברכוש, ואף שלח יד בקודשי ישראל, הוא דבר בלתי נסלח. ההשלכה הזו של דגל ישראל על ידי פורעים והחלפתו בדגל פלסטיני היא פגיעה ברוטלית בחיים המשותפים במדינת ישראל.
Clashes between Israeli forces and Palestinian militants also erupted in Ramallah, a Palestinian territory. Hundreds of Palestinian demonstrators fled from a Ramallah checkpoint as police fired tear gas at protesters. The fighting between Israel and Hamas was triggered by days of escalating clashes between Palestinians and Israeli police at a holy hilltop compound in East Jerusalem. The site is revealed by both Muslims and Jews. Earlier, Hamas commanded Israel remove police from there and the nearby predominantly Arab district of Sheikh Jarrah, where Palestinian families face eviction by Jewish settlers. The weeks of tensions boiled over when Israeli riot police clashed with crowds of Palestinians at Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque compound on the last Friday of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, spurring what currently seems like a never-ending violence. Earlier, Defense Minister Benny Gantz warned, quote, "This is just the beginning of Israel's strikes." On Tuesday, Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh said that they are ready to fight if Israel does not stop their airstrikes. Earlier, we spoke to...
And good luck sa pagiging vlogger mo. And sipag lang, kaya natin yan. God bless you. See you soon, mo.
Hi, Mark Yohane. Ayan, mag-iingat ka palagi. And yan, tuloy mo lang ang pangarap mo maging vlogger. And let's continue our passion. And let's go. Here you go. Tara na. Mag-iingat ka palagi. Wear mask and stay hydrated. I love you so much.